Hello, I am Chad with Butler Contracting, and today we're on site. We just finished up a pipe fence, 2 3/8 drill stem with cable. It's unused drill stem, never been in the ground. Some of it you can use that's drilled wells before, secondary material, but this is all brand new. So it's 2 3/8 pipe and 3/8 cable per customer's request. This is a 3/8 braided wire rope is what they call it. So we got the 2 3/8 drill stem pipe here, and then we got the chain link eyelet ties for the cable, and we have the 3/8 cable braided rope. The tensioners or turnbuckles are down the other end. So when we first got on site, customer had our boundaries staked for us. So we ran our string line, marked our spacing for our posts. These posts are set at every 10 feet. The fence is 4 feet high. But once we had all our string line in place in our markings, we drove the posts 3 feet in the ground with our post pounder. We got fairly lucky on this job because 3 days before we pounded the posts, we got several inches of rain, softened the ground for us in this heavy clay. They went in really nice. So after we're done pounding the post, we move our string line from the bottom to the top where we want to cut our saddles. And the saddle is the top of the post that holds the top rail. We did it with a bandsaw, cut each post to a saddle at level, and then it's ready for pipe. Fine tune it with the grinding. So after the saddles are all fitted, we set the top rail in place, and then the welding process starts. Once the top rail is all in place, we cap the ends so no insects, pests can get inside. Dirt daubers and yellow jackets love pipe fence. So on this side, this project was right around 600 feet. So this fence on this side, it was roughly 270, and the other side is roughly 240 feet of pipe fence. So we have 2 runs of fence, one on each side of the property, totaling roughly 510 feet. This 1-foot bracing was per customer's request because he didn't want anything extruding out farther. There's going to be a driveway down through here so he can go out to his back shed. So he didn't want the 4 to 8 foot bracing. So we weld the top rail in place, caps in place, chain link for the cable ties all the way down through, 2 per post, and then we go through and wire wheel or grind off the slag. We used a flux core welding wire so we can weld in the windy elements. So after we were all done with the fabrication of the pipe, all cleaned up, we ran the cable. It's a fairly easy process. Just run it through each eye, tie it off at the far end, come back, do the same, then tighten it up with the turnbuckles, and you got a nice fit cable. So after we get the cable to tension, it's pretty much done. The customer is gonna paint it, so that'll be the next step of the process, but like I say, the customer chose to do that themselves. So thanks for watching. If you have a fence installation in the future, consider Butler Contracting.